Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am super freaking excited because I feel like it has been a while, like even though it hasn't, I feel like it's been a while since I've done a new makeup review. And even though this product isn't new, it is definitely new to me and fairly new to the market. Can I say the word new any more times in the next 5 seconds? Okay, anyway. So today I am going to be testing out and reviewing the two new Glamlite and Scooby palettes. I have not put these on my face yet. I am so freaking excited because honestly, I have not bought much new makeup for myself this year because I am on my low buy. Like even if I am buying new makeup, it's usually to replace something else. Like it's a brow pencil. It's something that's not quite exciting. This is freaking exciting to me. So I did purchase these on October 22nd and they arrived to me on November 5th. So exactly 2 weeks from the date I ordered it, and I was prepared for that because when I ordered it, it did say on the website that it could take 2 to 3 weeks to ship, so I wasn't too disappointed by that. If you bought the bundle of both palettes, and I say if you bought, but these are still available, even though Glamlite keeps saying we're almost sold out, they're very much still available. If you buy both palettes, it's only 36 bucks. They are $20 individually, so you save $4 by buying the bundle. I think that's a really freaking good deal for two eyeshadow palettes because that makes them super freaking cheap. And I don't know, I'm into it, especially considering that this year was the first time I've tried Glamlite. I did buy the Glamlite and Michaela Part 2 palette, and I freaking loved it. The quality's amazing, so I want to get this onto my eyeballs. So I wanted to scooch over because I'm going to be putting swatches right up here. But first, I want to start with the, oh God, do I really have to say this? The Ruh-Roh Raggy palette. Unsubscribe. But all of these are 10-pan palettes, and we have 5 shimmers and 5 mattes in both palettes. This color story really spoke to me. If you know me, you know that these like grungy, mossy, nasty greens are right up my alley. But every one of these colors really intrigued me. I think this is a really cool color story. I like how we have some very deep colors, but you also have some nice colors. Like this color is definitely lighter where you can blend it out a bit. I've talked in the past about how I do like a lighter color to blend out with. And these shimmers are so beautiful. When I did these swatches, I was almost on the floor. They are so creamy that they almost feel wet. And you go over your arm once. I mean, so far I've only done it on my arm. I went over my arm once and they were instantly pigmented. They were instantly opaque. They were shimmery and glittery and just so beautiful and very little fallout. Again, I say this in every single video that I do swatches on. Swatches on your arm are not the same thing as putting it on your eyeballs, okay? You can have a completely different experience from one to the other, but I will say that with swatching this, I had a lovely time. A lot of the shimmers do have a sort of duochrome shift to it, so I can't wait to play with that. And the next palette is the Creeps and Crawls palette, and this is, again, a 10-shade palette with 5 shimmers and 5 mattes. This is very much a purple blue toned palette with even the purples that look sort of pinky. They're definitely more purple, so I can handle it because if you know me, you know I'm not crazy about pink eyeshadow. But again, just like its sister palette, this one swatched so beautifully. Like there was not a single color in here that looked patchy. There was not a single color in here that was streaky or looked bad. These just performed so beautifully. Like I'm already so freaking impressed by these and I haven't even put them on my face yet. So you can understand why I want them on my face. Now each of these does come with one of these little inserts that labels the eyeshadows 1 through 10. I'm just going to point to them because I don't want to be like, I'm using eyeshadow 1 in this palette and eyeshadow 4 in this palette, whatever. So I'm going to be putting one palette on one eye, one palette on the other eye so we can test them both just in case you only want to purchase one of these palettes. But the first one I'm going to start with, as if you probably couldn't guess, I have to say it again, ugh, Ruh-Roh Raggy. Unsubscribe. So now with both of these, I want to do at least a similar technique. So I am going to do a halo eye because I love doing a halo eye, as you probably know. Let's see where we're going to go. First, you know I have to take this horrible, wonderful, glorious, mossy lime green color. And I'm going to start with this eye, and I already have primer down, by the way. I used the Kaleidos Tone Activator Primer. For this, I'm going to just put this all throughout my crease. I always always talk about Glamlite shimmers because, you know, they're just very multi-dimensional and everything like that, but they're mattes. They're so smooth and they're so pigmented. Like, I don't have to work at this at all. This just went on so easily, and just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, so I am gonna go the darkest on the inner and outer corner, but then just like something a little bit lighter, I guess you'd say, moving in towards the center of the lid, and then I will leave the center of the lid blank. So for this, I think, let's see, I think I'm going to go for this one. This is a very, very, very dark purple. So this is going to go on the inner and outer corner, just in case. I'm going to start small in case there's a lot of fallout, and I want to pack this on the inner and outer. Okay, nice. So I actually prefer this with a lot of dark colors where I can build it up, because as you can probably see, it didn't get too dark, but it gets real dark real quick. So just watch out. But that's a really nice color. Wow, I like that. I keep almost reaching to do the other eye. It's so weird doing two looks at once. I'm cleaning off the excess on that brush and just kind of blending those edges a little bit so they're not so harsh. Super, super easy to blend. Okay, so now I want to go into this. Oh, do I want the teal or the blue? I'm going to go with the blue because this is a very, very bright blue. I am using the same brush, tapping off again a lot of the excess so I can start small. And that's going to go closer to the center, but again, that center, I'm just going to leave it blank. I just want this blue to kind of shine through a bit and change it up. That's a pretty blue. I'm going to go in with a touch more of that dark purple, just to keep the outer and inner nice and dark. And then after cleaning off the excess of that, I'm going to kind of just blend this lightly to connect all those colors in the crease. I don't want it to be like a super harsh line. I just want it to be a nice blend there. So I'm just taking my time. Ooh, I like that so far. So for the shimmer, let's see. Can I do two? Can I manage to get away with two? We're going to try it. So first, I want to take this kind of deep, it's an almost blackened base of a teal with some lime green sparkle throughout. I'm just going to take a very little bit of that, and I'm going to pat that with my finger just right on top of where that kind of brighter blue is, because I want a brighter color right for the center, but I like a little transition and a lot of shimmer. And then for the very center of the lid, if you know me, you know I have to take this lime green. I can't even tell you, these shimmers, they just feel so creamy. They feel basically wet. Like you don't, I'm not even using like my NYX glitter glue or anything. I'm just kind of patting these on to a dry lid, and look at the payoff. These are so incredibly multi-dimensional. Like, the shimmer is just stunning. Oh my god, they do it like none other. So I'm actually going to add some more of the darkest color right in this outer corner, and even into the crease a little bit. I think I do want some more in the crease. I didn't originally, but I think I'd like to connect them. Oh yeah, I kind of like this gradient between the dark blue, dark purple, and this like lime green. Oh my gosh. Now I do have ever so little bit of a fallout, but like I said, I did not use a glitter glue or anything like that, so please keep that in mind, but it's not even that bad. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to take the dark and put it under my eye, and then I'm going to just run the lime green under that and kind of blow it out a little. Look at that. Look at the shimmer on that, and it's so, so beautiful. It's so multi-dimensional. Like it shifts 18 different ways. There's definitely gold in there. There's green, there's blue sparkle, there's purple, and it changes depending on which way the light is hitting it. Oh my goodness. So for this look, I used 5 out of the 10 shades in the Rutro Raggy palette. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. This is 100% my kind of color story. Oh my gosh. And the quality. Oh my god. Okay, stop. Okay, we got to move on. We got to move on. We got things to do, places to see. Yes. So I'm going to do the Creeps and Crawls palette on the other eye. Let me think about what I'm going to do here. Okay, so as I mentioned, I am going to do a similar style. So I am going to start with this kind of almost lilac purple on a fluffy brush. And that I'm going to put all throughout my crease. Do you see just how instantly pigmented these mattes are? Like, this is one dip into the pan. That's beautiful. I'm just going to go ahead and take that under the eye now while I have it out. For the far outer corner, I'm going to go with this very, very deep navy blue. I want to take that. Again, this is going to be the darkest color that's going to go on the inner. That is almost blackened. That's how dark that is. That's beautiful though. And since I did wind up connecting them on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and connect these now on this side. Then I want to take the same brush and go into this kind of deepened teal, which is a really pretty color, but definitely lighter than that other blue. And that's going to go kind of closer to the middle just to brighten things up a bit. This isn't, I'll admit, this isn't brightening things up a crazy amount, but you can definitely see up close the difference between the very darkest on the inner and outer and this teal. And I'm going to go back and touch up the dark where I need to. All right, it is shimmer time. It is shimmer time. And I think I just want to do one. I want to do this one right here because as I'm looking at it, there's a blue shift, there's a purple shift. Like, I wish it was one of those things where you could see the shift by me doing the mirror, but it's so hard because you've got like this guy, this like witch lady. Does anybody know, does she have a name? Does she have a name? Is it probably Linda? Probably. This color is so metallic, and I'm just patting this with my finger right on the center. Oh. Okay, I lied. I'm taking a tiny bit of this dark purple too, the second one here, and I'm going to pat that right along the edges just to kind of blend those out and have several different shimmers like I do on the other eye. So here is that deep purple eye. Oh, these shimmers, I swear, the shimmers are like none other. The shimmers are like none other. They're mattes too, but just like they make it so easy to do like a completely smoky eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off camera real quick and I'm going to do my liner, my lashes. I'm going to put on some kind of blush, though I don't know what, because the blush that goes with this eye is not the blush that goes with this eye. Probably a neutral lip, and I'll be right back to give my thoughts. All right, so here are the final two looks. I know that a lot of people would wear big, crazy lashes with this, which would probably accentuate the look a whole lot, but I am not a huge fan of lashes, so I just went with a metric fuck ton of mascara. Look at me, I'm an American using the metric system. But on this side, we have the Rutro Raggy palette, and on this side, we have the Creeps and Crawls palette. I love them both. Okay, look, if you like these color stories, if you like both of them, buy both palettes. Okay, save yourself a little bit of money and buy both. I love these looks so much. I used 5 colors in each palette. I know that there is not a single color in any of these palettes. I'm looking just to make sure I'm not a big fat liar. There's not a single color in either of these palettes that I'm not going to use. No, I will use all of these. All of them. And I love the size of these. This is the size I prefer in palettes, as opposed to, like, as much as I love the Michaela and Glamlite Part 2 palette, it's one of those bigger ones. I prefer a more compact palette. I love a color story that just lets you work with it. This was so easy to use. There was very little fallout to clean up. And again, if I had used a glitter glue, I think there would have been none. The colors all blended so easily with each other. They were so pigmented and so opaque. I want to be that guy, just once, I want to be that guy that comes on camera and is like, you know what, this palette, I bought it, it's a big piece of crap. Today's not that day, friends, because these are amazing. Now, I'll tell you right off the bat, am I a Scooby-Doo fan? No, I'm really not. I'm really not. I mean, Velma's really hot, but other than that, I'm not a huge Scooby-Doo fan. So I just bought these based off of the color story, and I love them. I love the color story. I love the quality. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is this something that you're interested in picking up? which eye suits you more, because it's so funny every time. Like, I'm obviously a big fan of green eyes. I always talk about that. But whenever I do like a purple eye, like a purple smoky, I feel some kind of way. It makes me feel some kind of badass way. I don't know what it is. I kind of feel sassy. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love if you'd give it a thumbs up. And if you do decide to purchase these palettes, if you go through the links below, I will earn a small commission from those. And that is so awesome. And it's a really nice way to help out my channel. I'm always so appreciative. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always and forever, you're super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.